All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I'm your host, Tony G, and we're about to get started. Yep, just got my glasses on and things. Yeah, so therefore, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, it just look good without my glasses as with my glasses, though, huh? Ain't gonna get better than that, you know. But other than that, though, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we're gonna be talking about. I wanted to do something different, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Regards to the news, which I don't mind doing the political stuff, but I'm a big fan of tech. I really am. So therefore, yeah, we're talking about, like advancement in technology, as you guys can see right here. I'm not going to play the audio. Let me just kill the audio. I'm going to make sure no audio is playing through, but I just love this layout here, man. And you guys can basically see here, I mean, what we're talking about 50 years from now, at least. But this is possibilities, though, ladies and gentlemen. These are possibilities and things in regards to how we can actually live, And yeah, I'm just over here looking at it right now. It looks really, really nice. And this is like up in the sky. It's amazing, man. It's like in the future, people are living like this. This is something straight out of Star Wars. Some of it. Yeah. So So as we look into this thing, though, check. I just wanted to just kind of show you guys what's going on here before we go into the show. Yeah, it looks really, really interesting, though. But yeah, so let's go ahead on and get with it here. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Pulled up the wrong thing. But this is not going to be a long stream. Therefore, so that you guys know, I just wanted to, I'm testing another format. So you may see this format as well, too. This is my, officially my new format. For right now. Got to be vertical with YouTube, YouTube seem to love and favor the vertical, So therefore, yeah, I wanted to do it this way. So therefore, you guys can see it. It kind of makes sense, though, too. And things. So I just wanted to show you guys. Yeah, look at that. And that. Yeah. It's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Yeah, and these are the landscapes, man. Sci-fi cityscapes, I should say, and AI worlds. Yeah. Okay. This is another one here, man. This is like living like the Jetsons, you know what I'm saying? It's like on some Jetson stuff. It looked like it stopped right now. Let me see if I can show you guys some other stuff. This is things here that it just blows me away, by looking at some of this stuff. This like it's something out of Avatar right here. And we're not really that far away, though, really, when you think about it, as far as with technology and advancement. Now, with this, and I could see us having this type of technology, you know. I seriously believe that the aliens have been assisting us with technology, but they're only giving us bits of it because they already know, we're very, very primitive still, unfortunately, because of greed. This is what we're dealing with, this type of stuff right now. This looks like something out of Alien. Yeah, I remember, so I'm not for sure which technology. I think they were in 2021, 47, I think, or 70. It was somewhere, I would say, was it Ripley? Yeah, she was, I think the late 2000s and 89 or something like that, if I'm correct. Some of you sci-fi guys, y'all know the timelines. But yeah, I think Ripley was in our time, but probably about, I would say, if my guess would probably be about 75 years in the future, and things. And then the other, precursors to the movie and stuff like that, the weigh-in technology and all this other stuff. Look at this here. This is cool right here, man. And I just wanted to show you guys this stuff before I get back out here to work. Yes, you already know it's New Year's Eve, And I wish you guys a safe and happy New Year's Eve, New Year's Day celebration as we bring in 2026. Yeah, so it really have come down here where I am over here in Michigan, in Detroit. The snow and the weather though has really, really, really been. It's still snowing out there. I got to clear off snow. Did this stuff all my life, But with this type of technology, that'd be a thing in the past, man. Utopia, man. Look at this. I just wanted to show you guys this stuff. This is possible. It's possible, It is. The day that human beings can give up being selfish and greed and ending hunger, where everybody can eat, and so forth, stuff like this can happen. But before stuff like what we're looking at, there's things that have to go. The old system have to go, you know what I'm saying? And the new system have to come in where there's plenty of bounty for everyone, man. We don't have to live like this and have this scarce mentality when it's always been in abundance, I just wanted to show you guys this though, no matter if you're on the left or on the middle or on the right though, this is something that we all can get behind, right? Something living like this. And it's very possible. It's very possible. This look like stuff out of Minority Report, I, Robot. That's another one. I love my sci-fi, Well, where Omega at right now, boy? Yeah. Can you imagine with future farming? Joe Mama, so when you don't have to worry about factory farm, well in this case traditional farming, you'll have the AI bots out there doing that stuff in the future. But this is it's a beautiful thing though. I'm not going to forget to like that, because that looks really nice. That right there is definitely drones and all this other stuff, Look at this here, man. It's like truly amazing, man. Truly amazing. Let's go ahead and look at this one, man. Truly amazing. Look at this labyrinth, Oh, labyrinth, Look at that. Yep. I think I just looked at this already, but it's all good. It's all good, though, I just wanted to show you guys. I love looking at this stuff. In fact, let's look at this here. This is amazing too, man. It's where AI to the next level, man. Yeah, man. That's amazing, man. This reminds me of Running Man. You also have the other one. Besides Running Man, what's the other movie? Blade Runner, huh? Remember that one, Blade Runner? Yeah, let's talk, guys. This is if you're into sci-fi, man, you can check out my channel and things. Look at this. That is cool, isn't it? Look at this. Now this is some other world, Man, can you imagine though, man? Oh man, it's just amazing, man. This could be future Las Vegas. Oh man, look at the car right here, guys. Look at this technology. This is future tech. That's Apple right there. Look at their logo. That's an Apple car, already autonomous. Yeah, this is possible, ladies and gentlemen. This is now actually. This is all possible right here, you know? Look at this. You got AI interacting with, you know, humans. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool, man. Look at that, guys. This, man, it's doing its thing, man. It's doing its thing. Yeah. And again, you don't hear the audio because it's copyrighted, you know. So I learned my lessons in regards to it. I'm just borrowing a little content, just kind of showing you guys some of this stuff, though. But I cannot play it because of the music. Mm-hmm. But this is 4K, and you guys are viewing it at 1080p. But even with the 1080p, it looks beautiful. Look at this. This is really cool, man. I can really see this type of stuff happening, you know. Man, this is really, really, you know, I love tech and everything. Look at this. You guys imagine this. Making smoothies and everything. How about this here? Coming up to you, Omega, or, you know, here it is. Mm-hmm, Joe Mama. You over here sitting down. I mean, you know, they're in the house or on the farm, you know. Look at this here. Yep. Stuff right out of a movie, man. Star Trek and all kind of stuff. Star Wars, Star Trek, you know. Alien. As long as we don't have no aliens coming around, you know. Yeah, man. That's really cool, though, guys. Yep, I just wanted you guys to really take a look at some of this stuff, you know. I only have one viewer right now. No comments yet. Okay, no problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that right there, man. That's really cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the new format. This is ones I'm gonna be doing a lot more in verticals to help attract more people at the same time though too. Been researching on this vertical thing. Kind of makes sense though too, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that there, man. That's real cool, man. That is real cool. This can actually happen, you know, when people start putting down their differences and starting to come together, which is what I'm always been advocating for, you know. So you don't want to sit up here and act like somebody doesn't have a heart. We all do, you know. We all have a heart, and there's no reason in the world that we cannot come together. And the reason that we are not living, because really, to be honest with you, we should have been living like this. The reason that we have not, because technology and advancements have been, let's say, stripped away from the people. It has been bottlenecked. So therefore, the people, the ruling class, the military, they have all the best stuff. You know what I mean? But this is a world that's possible once the greed and so forth, you know, has to be given up. Without that, we would never be able to get here. We should have been here, I would say 50, 60 years ago. They promised us this back in 1990s. We're still over here using a combustion engine, right? And it's really because of greed. Oil, greed, you know? There could have been, there's a lot of renewable technologies out here to have a cleaner, better system than what we are on right now. It's all greed. And a lot of things I'm in agreement with, you know. It's just that we know who the key players are, you know what I'm saying? So as long as they are in power, stuff that we're looking at right now is going to be really, really stifled. They're holding it back purposely, right? We already saw it from the advancements of, as far as with disease and so forth. We should have been there. We should have been there, but it's bottlenecking now, man. It's coming out. They can't even contain it no more. People are aware now. People see the deep state for what they really are. They are the ones, ladies and gentlemen, that's been holding us back from this type of utopic world. It's possible. And this is why I wanted to talk about this today, to kind of show you the possibilities of what can happen, what's to come. There's no reason in the world we should have slums, poverty, despair, disease, sickness. We can go on and keep naming it. Wars, right? Wars. This is what keeps us from having a beautiful world. You know what I'm saying? This is the path we should be heading towards, right? We should be heading towards this path. Not the path of destruction, but the path of, look at this, of bounty. There's no diseases in the future. There's no cancer. There's no diabetes. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it, right? Because they all have the cures. Cancer, they all have the cures. These people are not sick, ladies and gentlemen. The people that's sick are the people that are in charge. The ones that want to keep us in this sick, sedated state of mind. And I'm trying to get people to start thinking outside of the box a little bit, start looking at the possibilities, start looking, because we're really not that far off in what we're seeing right now. But what has to end is the wicked system that's falling right now, right before our eyes. That has to go. Because they've been suppressing knowledge and information for a very, very long time, though, to be honest. We gotta let's see here. Let me go ahead and put you up over here. All right. And let me see here. Red Lion says, thinking about my mom and the quality of life she should have had makes me so angry. We have all been robbed blind for decades. It's true though, Red Lion. It really is, man. This is why I'm showing the videos here. Can't play the audio because it's copyrighted. But I feel good, man, when I look at this, because all of us can identify with what we're seeing right now, right? Right now. These people are not in poverty, man. This is held back technology and things, which is coming out now, man. The technology is coming a little bit more, but once again, someone is controlling the tap, right? So that's where the problem is, though, Red Lion. But yeah, I see what you're saying about that, man. It's sad, man. I'm sorry to hear that, though, man. We've been robbed. Your mother should have access to excellent health. See, in the future with AI is not our necessary replacement. And let's go and break it down. What AI represents is it's going to make, if you remember watching the TV cartoon show called The Jetsons, right? This is a glimpse of what you're looking at when we look at the Jetsons, right? We're looking at, androids, whatever you want to call it. They assist human beings, right? So therefore, we could be doing other things, unless if you really want to work in the garden, right? But they are there to help people, not replace people with a bunch of robots and androids and things like that. It's supposed to make our life a lot easier, right? You want to goat up from goat down in the factory, or do you want the automated things to be doing it? Because we could be doing other things, though, solving cancer, right? Which has already been solved. They just locking it down, There's a lot of this stuff, man. We don't have to live like this, ladies and gentlemen. We do not have to live like this. I'm showing this right now. We do not have to live like this. There's no reason in the world, right? Look at this. These are like skyscraper. I mean, look at this, man. This is stuff here. This stuff that's right out of a damn fictional sci-fi novel or whatever, But we can do it. We can do it. We just have to understand who are the suppressors, who are the people that's behind this stuff, right? Because it's if they don't control it, they don't want it out there, right? This type of technology is possible, you know? And we are not the only beings on the planet, right? There's other alien beings out there, though. We don't even have to go into all that. Have I seen them personally? No. But I can't, in my logical mind, I can't see us as being the only people, right? We should be traveling worlds, man. All the diseases, all sickness should be cured, man, taken care of, right? And I said I want to do something a little different because this is exactly what it is, though, you know, with my radio announcing voice here, you know. But yeah, this is exactly what it is. We're going through a maze of different type of possibilities, you know, caves and landscapes, right? You see the technology, right? You're looking at like ocean fronts and other things, though. So hold on for a minute. Let me just go ahead and look at another one here. This is on planet. This is Mars, possibly, you know. Man goes where man want to go, you know. This is exactly what it is. If we can dream it, we can achieve it, you know. We can do these things, right? This is just how we are, you know. We can go to the moon, we can go further. We can go to Mars, we can go and visit other planets and things. We can do it, you know. We can really do it, you know. Planet exploration, you know. Not exploration, but, you know, being able to explore different worlds, you know. We can do it, though, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Yeah, that's a beautiful view. But once again, the people that are controlling it, you look at the people that want to go to Mars. I think that's going to be a big feat right there, just going to Mars, bringing back 4K imaging on these planets and stuff like that. Man goes where man want to go, you know what I'm saying? We can do it. We just have to put our differences aside, man. We got to give up the wars, give up things that divide us and things like that, and come together. This is exactly what it is. That's my true far as seeing it one day with my human eyes, being able to see it one day like that. Well, we have gone. That's why I like Star Trek so much. Star Trek is not just about Earth beings in space, the planets and the worlds that they visit, the encounters that they have, first contacts, you know, working together for the common goal of good, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is exactly what it is, though, man. The political war machine must go. We got to put it down, man. We have to step it down. That's exactly what it is. Because all this nuclear capability can blow this place all up. And not only here, but it would be a you know what I'm trying to say, man. And things like that, you know. I'm a loss for words. I can get part of it right, you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is, looking at these worlds, it just reminds me something out of the movie Alien, you know? That's what I really like about this stuff, you know? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, and we can do this. We can do this, man. Yeah, ain't no race but the human race. That's the only race that matters, man. That's the race. Ain't no black race, white race, or Asian race, Arab race. It's the human race, man. This is exactly what it is. You know, I don't have any problems with anybody because when we work together, come together, man, can you imagine? If America, Russia, China, and a lot of these other countries, if they were to pull together and pull their resources together, there should be no famine. There should be no poverty and disease, right? The stuff that you're seeing right here is absolutely possible, man. And one day we will see it. We will see it. I do believe that. You know, so yeah, I ain't gonna keep it long, though. I just wanted to do about 30 minutes. And plus, I'm kind of testing out one of my new formats I'm gonna be doing because it seemed to grab more attention for people on the vertical. It can help hit the algorithm even better. I'm just doing some stuff a little differently. Therefore, you guys got the picture and you can see me at the same time and things. So yeah, so that's really what I wanted to do here. So yeah, so it's a project in the making, but it looks pretty good though, you know. And as I tweak some other things and stuff like that, but yeah, picture looks great. This is not 4K. This is just high definition. Yep. 19 over 20 by 10 over 80. This is exactly what it is. But look at this, man. It's amazing. That's what I'm talking about right there. I love sci-fi. That's my other thing besides some history, but I love sci-fi. That's cool right there, man. That right there, that motorcycle is cool, man. That's cool. But yeah, man, yeah, we're talking about the possibilities of the future where humans that decide to work together and put down war and all this other stuff and build a utopia. A utopia system can happen. It can happen, but before it can happen, the greed and all the rest of it has to go. It has to go. Yeah, look at that. I believe that look like Jupiter, man. That's amazing, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that rover, man. Yep. All I gotta do is put some hydraulics on that bad boy, and it's all good with some sound systems. I know, right? Oh man, brothers in space, boy. Oh my goodness, what the? The brothers in space, man. I tell you, that's all good. Yep. But yeah, guys, I ain't gonna hold it up. I just wanted to, see him just over here doing some tests, you know. Catastrophic. That's what the word I was trying to use there earlier. Catastrophic, ladies and gentlemen. Catastrophic. Oh man. But yeah, this is mainly it though, you know. I appreciate Red Lion coming into the room and things, and yeah, because like I said, there's other people that I don't recognize that pop up, and it's all good, you know. But people on Twitch, I haven't did my Rumble thing today because I'm just doing a test. But guys, you're gonna see this format though, so you on your phones because this gonna be very, very phone friendly, you know, and therefore you guys can see me. This is my other camera. That you guys are watching me on my dash camera, so I have that tweaked just right. So yeah, it's a really beautiful thing here, you know. Look at that, man! I tell you guys, it's just looking really, really cool, really, really nice. Yeah, hold on for a minute. All right, that ain't worked, but that's okay. Yeah, that's not working. All right, no problem. It's not that part is not working. Yeah, I'm gonna see what's up with this iPhone here. Let's see here. It's not doing anything. Right, it's not doing a test here as well. Yep, it's just not doing anything though. All right, I'm gonna have to go here to camera. Let's see, iPhone. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this at center stage. There we go. This should work now, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you guys, and this is my setup here behind. This is where the magic is right here, you know. So this is the stuff that I use. This is the Rode Caster Pro. This is the one that I basically use here, where you guys can see all the settings. This is the sound. This is what, you know what I'm saying, to make things work. So this is the first generation that you guys are seeing here. Just want to show you guys this a little bit. So this is how I get down and things, showing a little behind the scenes. And I'm going to show a lot more behind my scenes of things that I do, which is pretty much like a miniature version of when you look at like a lot of radio studios, recording studios and stuff like that for the guys that like tech, because I can actually record what I'm doing on the stream. I can do a multi-stream where I can actually separate the video as well as the audio, right? And for production, this is like for post-production stuff and everything. But this is the first generation, not the second generation, but this first generation, man, they outdid themselves when they made this equipment. It's a preamp in here, but I have it set up on a cloud lifter, you know, that elevates and give a little bit more gain without having that hiss. And that's what you guys are not hearing. You know, when I'm talking and speaking, speaking, and my voice is really amplified even more, you know what I'm saying? Because I went in here, you know, I went to school for a lot of this type of stuff as well when it come down to sound and decibels and all this other kind of stuff, though, you know. So them just kind of giving you guys a little bit of the tour behind the scenes, though. So these are my channels. This is a 4-channel mixer that I use behind the scenes and stuff like that. And there's a lot of popular influencers that use it. You can get something like this. I've seen it on Marketplace, believe it or not. I've seen this on Marketplace for about $400. I paid $600 for this thing. And this was like 5 years ago. I paid $600 for this thing back then. But I've seen it on Marketplace, but it rocks, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I recommend. Somewhere down the line, though, you know, the Red Scarlet, some of these other you know, if you have like a USB microphone or XLR, mine takes the XLR mics, and this is why you really hear my voice. It has that nice, deep, you know, it has that bass and everything. You don't hear the explosives or the plosives when I do P words and S words, you know, because I have all that configured, you know. So this is why the quality of my voice sounds so good. Just kind of giving you guys a little background behind the scenes of what I use, you know what I mean? So yeah, so this is the Rodecaster Pro 4-channel mixer, and also has the USB. I can actually hook this up to my cell phone, because like I told you guys, I have that number now. So when I start putting the telephone number down and start broadcasting it, where you can call me on my cell phone through another number, call me on my cell phone, and then I can answer it right here from the mixer. So it does all the minus mix. It does all this. It has a very, very good preamp in here already. I just have it hooked up on a cloud lifter to give it a little bit more gain. This is a geek stuff, though. But I got, what is this? The blue light that you see right here. This is for the Bluetooth. I can attach a Bluetooth device up here, too. I don't have to plug it in hardwire, but either or. And then this is where it controls my, you know, my special effects and stuff like that. So, you know, this is the stuff that you guys are kind of that you actually hearing, you know, regards to that. So, let me see here. Whoops, so that's some of the stuff that you guys are hearing. So, I'm not sponsored by Rode, but this is something, and this hooks up to a micro USB. So, while this show is being recorded, I could record right now and it go right to the micro USB, and I can transfer the files from the mixer back into my computer. So, you know, because I'm a gearhead at the same time. So this is the stuff right here that I use, ladies and gentlemen, and things. So the Rodecaster Pro, there's a version 2 out that even have a better preamp where you don't need a cloud lifter. You don't need any of these other enhancements to increase your gain. Some of these dynamic mics, now what I'm using is a Shure mic. You guys see that. But I also have another dynamic mic, which is a Rode microphone. It's a podcaster mic. and things. So a lot of these settings in here, ladies and gentlemen, are already configured already. So you don't really have to go in there and do a lot of tweaking. But if you know what to do, you know what you're doing, or you can watch some of the videos online, they can show you how to set this up. You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing. Let me see here. I'm about to go ahead on and end this and stuff like that. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys being a part of something great. As the quality getting better and better and stuff like that. I've been working on it behind the scenes and things, but I'm about to go out here and make it happen. Get this holiday money. It's gonna be a lot of drunks out there slipping and sliding around out there in these icy conditions and stuff. But yeah, this is where the magic is, ladies and gentlemen, right here. This is where the magic is, and yeah, that what you guys are seeing on stuff, a 4-channel mixer, yep, and things. So yeah, this is what making my voice, even though I already have a natural speaking voice, but with the enhancements, it just puts me on a broadcasting level, like being in the radio studio. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's where I get that robust sound with the bass in my voice and everything. So it does a very good job, though, of enhancing that. And that's where you get a lot of these particular radio stations. You know, this is how they be sounding, right? You know what I'm saying? If they step away, see, when I step away right now, you guys hear me less. But as I come back into the microphone, you hear me better. Yep, this is what they call a dynamic mic, as opposed to a condenser mic, right? Condenser mics, right? You got to be in a studio to use condenser mics, because the condenser mics pick up everything. And I started out using an Audio Technica. So with the Audio Technica, it was a studio mic. I'm sorry, it sounded great. Problem is, with that studio mic, man, it was picking up everything. I couldn't use it. So I had to switch to something more of a dynamic mic. And like I said, this is like back in the days when I didn't know any better. You know, this has been about 7 to 8 years ago. You know, I've been messing with this stuff way back with the what's it called, the video, the S video and all that stuff. RJ, what's it, RCA jacks? Some of you guys have been around, know what I'm talking about. So yeah, just kind of you showing behind the scenes a little bit. Yep, in regards to that, yeah, showing, you know, behind the scenes. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and end this live, though. I appreciate y'all coming in, man. If you like tech, man, this is what I use. This is one of the things that I use. It's called a Rodecaster Pro. So the Rode, you know, Rode makes good stuff. They always do, man. Rode makes a lot of good stuff, you know, and things. So yeah. But yeah, so this is where I'm kind of showing a little bit behind the scene, though, of what it is that I use, you know. So yeah, and you know, I got my Mac Mini too, which is another one that I bought earlier this year. It was the best investment ever, you know, because it has that M4 chip in there, so it ain't struggling, you know, processing this, you know, the data and everything. And, you know, anybody know about Macs, man, you know, the picture is excellent. This is that quality once again. You know, I can do 4K or whatever like that. So, yeah. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so this is basically where the magic is. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, though. I appreciate y'all for coming in today, though. Where's my sound effects again, you know? Yeah, that's the sound effects right there, you know, at least one of them. So when you guys kind of hear some of the magic, this is basically what I be doing, you know. So, yeah, just like with the radio stations, you know. Somebody, am I doing some type of censorship and swearing? This radio station, you know. So that's basically what it is, though. So, you know, there it is. Let me see here. Yeah, this is what it is. So this is what I use, though, ladies and gentlemen. You know, just trying to show y'all just a little bit more. Yeah, I think that is mainly it. Yep. And these are headphones because I use headphones so I can be able to hear, and I can hear and things like that. So, but yeah, this is basically what it is, though, man. This is a hell of an investment that I picked up and things. But yeah, this is the first generation. So, but yeah, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying my new format and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm just getting stuff together behind the scenes and stuff. So next thing is I'm gonna upgrade to a better camera. Now my mirrorless on my Canon, that's a beautiful thing, but my webcam is what you guys have been seeing me on. If I were to switch back to it right now, this is what I mean, it shoots okay, but I can't really control the aperture, like I can on my mirrorless, So that's where the problem is right there. So yeah. So yep, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's basically it. Other than that, I'm about to get ready to head on out of here. I just want to show you guys these elaborate cities and stuff like this, man. These are worlds and stuff. Yeah. So other than that, I'm about to get ready to head on out. I just want to do a test, see how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking really, really great, So yeah. All right, guys. You guys take care of yourself. Once again, you don't hear the audio because this is copyrighted material, so I can't show that. But yeah, the car looks really nice. This is the future plants, man. Look at this. This AI stuff, man. It's amazing. Look at that. That's amazing. Yep. So yeah, it's looking really, really good. So I appreciate you guys once again. You guys take care of yourself and things. Yeah, but that's basically what I've been doing here, Yeah. And but other than that, though, I'll see you guys on the next live stream. You're gonna see this format a lot, therefore I can reach more people and things like that. I appreciate you guys for showing up. I really do. My diehards as well, though. I mean, do a little shout out for people that showed up today. You guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And yeah, I want to thank Red Lion for showing up too. He posted a comment earlier and things like that. So yeah, so glad that you guys enjoy my new format. It's looking nice and clean, looking pristine and clean. Yeah, it looks good though, So yeah. I just wanted to change up and do something different besides politics and stuff, which I'm still going to be doing, still reporting the news and so forth. But yeah, but other than that, I'm about to get ready to head on out of here. Thank you guys for coming on again. Peace and chicken grease. I'm out. Oh yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.